Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time out for the video. If it resonates with you, please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. So I already said a prayer. We're going to see what messages we have for the collective. These two cards just flew out, so I guess I'm going to take it. So perspective and silence came out. And on the back of the deck, we got change in reverse. So what I'm picking up with this is, for some of y'all, normally when I see this silence card, it's giving the energy of like someone needs to speak up, right? But I'm not getting that. I'm getting, because when I looked at this card and I looked at this key right here, I heard silence is key. And then we have perspective. So some of y'all, I feel like this, you're in this energy now where it's like you're just learning to become silent. It's like you possibly don't go back and forth with people anymore. You're choosing not to. It's like your perspective is changing. And it's kind of like another thing with change in reverse. Some of y'all, it's like you're dealing with, or you've been dealing with people who aren't changing. People that are like set in their ways. Yeah, sovereignty is right behind that. So some of y'all, yeah, you've been getting like divine guidance, right? You've been following divine guidance, and it's like there's people that you're connected to, or maybe you're just a person, and it's like you're choosing to remain silent. You're choosing not to possibly argue with this person or go back and forth with this person, and it's because you had a perspective change. It's like the way that you look at things now is more colorful. Like you look at things, it's like you don't have the same, so maybe at one point you could have like had like a pessimistic outlook. You may have been the type to go back and forth with people, argue with people, or maybe it's a certain person, but it's like that's what it is. You came to a point of a realization where you're like, look, this person or these people that I'm dealing with, they're not changing. They're not going to change, right? Not that you speaking that over somebody's life, but from what you see, no changes are being made. So it's like now the smartest thing to do is to just remain silent, because one who argues with a fool makes two. All right, Holy Spirit, give me more on this. Anything else on this, Holy Spirit? Yeah, compassion just flew out. And on the back of the deck, we have this leadership and then boundaries. So what I'm really getting is this compassion is for yourself. Some of y'all, you're coming to a place where so maybe you weren't like that before. I heard volatile. So some of y'all, that could be your energy, or maybe the people or person that you were dealing with in the past, because we do have this leadership, but I'm not even getting that. I'm getting speaking, because look, so we have silence here, right? And then we have speaking. Some of y'all, you would be the type, I'm getting two things. Some of y'all, so you're in this silent energy, right? It's, to pull your energy back now, right? But another thing is, some of y'all, even though you're in the silent energy, you're speaking your boundaries. You're letting people know, I'm not cool with that. I'm not doing this. And you know what? Even if you're not directly speaking, right? You allow your silence to speak. I'm getting that heavily. Some of y'all, you're allowing, oh, I'm full of goosebumps. Oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all can see my arms. I'm full of goosebumps. Some of y'all, you're allowing your silence to speak. Yeah. And it's like you're putting up boundaries. And you know what? Even if you don't directly speak those boundaries, it's like you're acting on it. Like your actions let people know that you have boundaries. Like you're not You're not to be ran over. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I'm picking up from this card is some of y'all, it's like you've stepped into the solitude energy where you've probably, you know, distanced yourself from a certain person or people. And it's like by doing that, it's helping to shift your perspective, because it's like you don't have anyone influencing your thoughts, your feelings, right? This is all coming from you. And I don't know, I don't know, I feel like people don't like that though. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's Holy Spirit, give me more on this boundaries card. I heard silence kills. So some of y'all, it's like you fighting battles with your silence. There's something very significant about being silent. Adventure just came out. And then on the back of the deck, we have forgiveness. So, and then look, we got gratitude right behind that. And after that is rebirth. Yeah, some of y'all, you're in this energy where you're releasing. That's why I said your perspective is changing. You're releasing old patterns, people, emotions. And it's like you're stepping into this gratitude energy. If not, you're being called to. But for some of y'all, you have started this adventure. You're walking on this adventure now. That's why you're in this silent energy where it's like, also another thing I'm picking up from this is her back is facing us. Some of y'all, you've turned your back on certain people and situations, right? But it's because your perspective has changed. And your perspective, because I just realized this gratitude is under perspective. So some of y'all, your perspective has changed for the better. So as I'm getting someone, you could have been in the past like in this argumentative type of energy. And not to say you're an argumentative person, but it's like if somebody came at you with that, you would go back and forth with them, right? But it's like now you give people the cold shoulder. You give people your silence, right? And a lot of it is, for some of y'all, you had to, because we have compassion and forgiveness. So it's like you had to release a lot of things, right? Release a lot of people to get into this energy. I'm getting that. You start on this venture and you had a rebirth, or you're going through a rebirth or some type of transformation where it's like you're moving away from your shadow side. You're moving out of your shadow. I'm getting that. And it's like, the people that you're connected to, they're still in their shadow. This people or person, they're still operating in their shadow. That's why this change card is in reverse. Yeah, look, we got adventure and then this song card, but look at this girl's face. Some of y'all, you were in this energy before, possibly feeling sad, holding on to a lot of baggage, because we do have this forgiveness card. You were holding on to baggage, or if not, you could be in this energy and you're being called to release this baggage that you have. But for some of y'all, you did do that. You went ahead and went started on this adventure, right? Because it's like you could no longer stay in this energy. I'm getting that. So some of y'all, you were in this energy. You were in this sad, possibly depressed type of energy, but your perspective changed, or your perspective is changing right now, right? Or if not, you're being called to change your perspective. All right, so let me have 2 more cards and I'm gonna close this out. This is gonna be a quick reading. And I know I be saying that, don't be quick, but it is gonna be quick this time, okay? All right, let me get like 2 more cards. We got trust in reverse. Yeah, and then we have Gaia on the back of the deck. And this is going under the speed card. So some of y'all, like I said, I'm getting in the past. It's like you're dealing with people that you couldn't trust. Also, it's going back to possibly there could have been a lack of trust within yourself. And it's like I said, your perspective changed. And some of y'all, it's like with this, some of y'all, you were speaking up, like, I don't know. So it maybe could have been you or this person or people that you're dealing with, but it's like somebody was speaking up, possibly like arguing with somebody or arguing with people because you didn't trust them. So maybe people were doing, and then also if you notice this picture is a snake wrapped around this girl's neck. So some of y'all, you were dealing with snakes who you couldn't trust, and it's like they would put you in this energy, this argumentative type of energy. And it's like you, with this Gaia, this is like Mother Earth is giving me grounded. It's like you weren't grounded when you were in this energy, like this argumentative energy, still connected to people who aren't good for you, that you don't trust. You were ungrounded, right? And right behind that is vision. So some of y'all, you started like, once again, changing your perspective. You start changing your perspective, and it's like you start becoming more intuitive. You start becoming more intuitive. I'm getting someone that's like healing, right? And then that goes back to, that's why your perspective is changing. If not, you need to. Because we do, on the back of the deck, we have this. This is my perspective card. It's in reverse. So I feel like this is more, now this could be what you're going through now, some of y'all, or this is just, this was past energy where it's like you weren't seeing the bigger picture in the past, but I feel like now you're seeing the bigger picture, or if not, it's like you're being called to see the bigger picture, right? And that will shift your perspective. But for some of y'all, you are in this energy for sure. Like I'm getting this silent energy, like you're like, you let your silence speak for you. All right, one more card, Holy Spirit, and I'm gonna close this out. That's crazy. This adventure card came out again, and it fell on top of compassion. Yeah, some of y'all, this adventure, this is an adventure that you had to go on, or you could be on this adventure now, but it's like you're learning to operate from a place of compassion. But I'm getting, it's more so with yourself, having more compassion for yourself, but also compassion in general.